So we got LD20. The butt naked teach. Friend or foe? Oh? Oh. Yo, does my snow gorilla happen to be here? Hey there, Harold. No time no see. Yeah, he's here. Oh, hi there, Senior Harold. Even brought Lisa and Xanders. Oh ho ho ho! Gathering intel at the lodge, I see. How prudent. That goes to show how great of a Santa you'll be. You really think so? Yo, Gorilla Boy. Where's that top-tier freelancer you recruited for the Honeytrap Brigade? You know, the one rumored to be commando at all times? Oh, you mean the bare-cheeked thief? Did something happen to that crazy nudist? He might be a spy. Ooh? What? No way! He bears a striking resemblance to the chief instructor of the Heroic Knights as a faculty member at the Divine Academy of Sorcery in Amberdon. Meaning, he's a teacher there. That guy's a teacher? You like teachers, don't you, Gorilla Boy? If I recall, you got expelled for going to town on a teacher's banana. Oh my god, wow, banana, yeah. Oh my, how vulgar mean. Stop it, don't say another word. That goes for you, Senior Harold, and Lisa. I'd rather you guys not dig up the dark parts of my past. If I haven't screwed up right before graduation, I'd be wearing a blue blazer as an officer by now. Oh, well, a red cape suits you better. Just become a pro Santa as a career. I'll be sure to thoroughly show you the ropes. I wanna be a soldier in the military. I finally made it to the corporal, and they just made me Captain Honeytrap in the brigade that bears its name. Plus, I like the idea of charging and all cool and stuff. Anyway, why aren't you with the spy of a teacher right now? The rising star decided to rush into the Snow Rabbit's clan's encampment all by himself. Buck naked, no less. But he seems to have run into Freya. That's as far as I can deduce, given how clairvoyance magic doesn't work on their rabbit dwelling on account of the snow. Oh no, does that mean he's not going to be alright? He'll be fine. The guy's got the SSS stealth rating, right? I'm sure he'll wrap things up quick. Clear the quest, and bang! Mission complete. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. Gorilla Boy, you know damn well that there's no way in hell that the dude is okay right now. How are we just gonna let those barbarians occupy that lair? Moreover, things will become even more complicated for us if Freya does actually take him out. If sorcerers were sent from Amberdon under the pretext of providing him reinforcements, we'd be hard-pressed to refuse their aid. That is a very astute observation, Archmage Lisa. Perhaps I could become a spy. A spy, huh? I just figured he was a wild Amberite gorilla. Have you ever seen a wild gorilla with SSS stealth rating? He knows how to use sorcery for crying out loud. Can't say I have, that's for sure. He fits the description of a pretty rare monster of a beast. So as the leader of the Honeytrap Brigade, we need you to keep a proper eye on the dude. I know. My subordinate screw-ups are my responsibility. I get it. I was just about to head there anyway. Okay. Alrighty, Finn. Try to cheer up, okay? I'm here with ya. Up. If Santa doesn't come, everything will be same old, same old. Huh, Finn, you're there? Hey there, bro. You're bullying that Santa, aren't ya? Cut it out, will ya? Usayoshi told me all about. Cut it out, you say? Why, I'm just chasing away the beasts pestering you, so why the hell would I do that? He came all this way to visit after reading my letter. Letter? You sent a letter to Santa Claus? Uh-oh. Finn. Get this through your thick skull. Every man out there, every last one of them, think with his dong. They're all good for nothing bastards, you hear me? Look at the snow rabbit bastards around you, all chubby and curvy, but nothing like you and all. Who are you calling a chub? Hop hop! There's nothing wrong with having curves. What is the point of all this? Yeah, what's wrong with them being curvy? Finn, I tend you to find a white rabbit groom who's as cute and adorable as you. Got that? What is going on? I've already lost brain cells. Well, I'll be fine with being your groom, bro. I mean, there's no warrior stronger than you. The hell? Don't be stupid. You seriously want to get hitched to me? Please. You're just a cute, innocent little adventurer, whereas I'm the petty Shadow King of this lair. Oh, petty Shadow King, okay. Eating off the forbidden fruit like that would just be ridiculous and unheard of, yeah? Huh? Would it really be that bad of a thing? It would. It absolutely would be that bad. But my adorable Finn, if you're gonna go out on a limb to speak it into being, there might very well be that possibility. Oh, Rhea's had it again with his spiel on forbidden fruit. Hop hop. Shut it, you fluffy trap. Ah, you're so cute and adorable, Finn. I could pet you all day and night. Ah, don't. It's so embarrassing when you pet me like this in front of Ushayoshi. You really think this is the time to get all flirty and clingy? Hop hop. Looks like the Santa dude is back for more. I guess he didn't learn his lesson the first time either, or he's just stubborn as hell. The hell did you just say? Your blizzard magic didn't faze the dude one bit. Man, what a persistent bunch his peeps are. Hop. But they come to be bum chums with Finn here. Hop hop hop. Not those ne'er-do-wells, white-bearded again. Let me go this time. Absolutely not, Finn. You are not going outside. You are staying right here to keep playing with your snow rabbit companions. You're the one guy I don't want to seeing my inner beast get unleashed. My Finn, you're the only guy I wish to keep that side of me hidden from. Well, beast going wild is pretty much just business as usual though. Well, if you're gonna listen to me at all, Freya, could you at least promise not to do anything mean to Sana? That I can't promise. Well, there Freya goes. Hop. Only cause you told him that Sana came again, Ushayoshi. Hop hop hop. What did I say? It was a slip of the tongue. Ushayoshi, you need to stop Freya and protect Sana, please. Shucks, how could I ever say no to you, Finn? Hop hop. Why does Freya have to always be so way over the top? Sana came all the way this way to visit me too. At this rate, Sana's gonna end up hating me. I know it. I wonder what kind of adventurer Sana is. Is it really true, like Freya said, that every man out there thinks with his tongue? Okay. If that Sana's able to push through Freya's blizzards like they're not nothing, he's probably as chubby as a yeti, and probably all fluffy like one too. Thinking about all that's sure making me sleepy. Damn, these magical beast bunnies are everywhere. Wait, are they actually people? That can't be right. Maybe they're chimeras. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter what exactly they are. Hey, at least I found someone I think that won't constantly be all hop hop. Hey, you there! Freya? Sup? Oh no, please don't tell me this is gonna be the new it's gonna be the new couple of this event. Why is this dude a bigger hottie than any of my students back home? Have I stumbled upon the epitome of Azerian beauty? Wait, are you Santa Claus? Hey, so I'm looking for a snow rabbit by the name of Finn. Who and where is he? To be clear, I ain't here to kidnap the fella, or anyone for that matter. We got a letter sent to the Santa Union asking for me. There I am, Santa at your service. Whoa, I'm the Finn you're looking for, right here. Me. Huh? I thought you'd be a snow rabbit like all the rest. Welcome, Santa Claus. So glad you could be here. Finn then clings onto the bare-cheeked thief's body, as if latching on for dear life. He smelled just like someone from a land full of magic. I also smell some vanilla and patchouli incense on you, along with, more than a hint of... Why? Why would you say that, Finn? Well, let your teach out a good whiff of how you smell, Finn. Crap! Duck! At that very moment, the massive throwing axe grazes right past the bare-cheeked thief. Oh, that was one humongous throwing axe. Was it from a rabid magical beast? And he's dead. Never mind. Hello. Come on, you know what? That was super dangerous. Whoever threw that. Sure, I can dodge stuff like that just fine, but what if that thing had hit Finn here? Uh-oh, now you're really gonna deal with Freya for sure. How dare you? Get your filthy hands off Finn, you stinking perverted ass excuse of a Santa! Ugh! Is your bro Freya here like some insanely powered up bunny? He ain't cute like you at all, Finn. Are these guys really your bros? You think I'm cute, Santa? Santa! Yep, I sure do. You're freaking adorable. I'm so happy to hear that. Well, don't you worry, cutie. I'm a cool-ass Santa, so that means I could never lose the fight. At least not while I have you watching me. I'm not gonna let you take Finn. Hey now, I didn't come here to kidnap anyone. My mission's to get intimate with you guys. Damn you! I knew you had to be a pawn for the fortress! Oh crap. Nonetheless, the bare-cheeked thief remains unfazed as Freya flings his throwing axe straight at him. With a bold flare, the bare-cheeked thief flips his red Santa-themed cloak back and vanishes without a trace, as if by magic. Only a wicked sorcerer from Amberdock could pull off a mirage illusion like that. No way! Don't love me with ordinary sorcerers. I mean, come on, look at my guns. Wow, your muscles might be just as gritty as Freya's. Wow, this son is in his birthday suit instead. His diggling might be just as big as Freya's too. Finn, please. What you think? Your teach tool's pretty big, huh? The best there is, Santa. I want you to show me more of what you got. How about not? Finn doesn't need to see any of that. It'll be a bad influence on him. You may be one cocky sorcerer, but you ain't gonna be once I freeze your ass solid. Don't let the crazy idea that you can use magic however you please in my lair. Take this! We're just going to not do that, and we're gonna... Oh my goodness, please, he's gonna get me censored! You're gonna boot me off. That's enough, guys. Hold it right there. Who? I hear a person coming. Who could it be? Oh my god! It's Sven! For a guest like you to waltz into our nest and be so damn loud, you sure don't know your place. Hop. Huh? Well, my subordinate screw-ups are my responsibility as their captain. I'm not gonna leave you high and dry, Mr. Bare-Cheeked Thief. Yay!
Ooh. Ah, hey there! Welcome, Kalun and Fegor. It sure's been a while, hasn't it? What's the matter, Fegor? So weak that you're already nearing your physical limit? No need to chastise me, but I'm afraid I am completely useless out there. Even the simplest of delivery quests leave me out of breath right from the start. If it weren't for Calhoun being there with me, I would have been completely immobile on account of my muscle pain. Well, that's not a problem at all, really. You and I are lovers after all. Whatever he isn't capable of doing, I'm more than happy to make up for his shortcomings. Even as this world remains shrouded in chaos, I believe the two of us can easily overcome any obstacles that's ahead of us. That's great to hear. I've honestly really been worried about how the two of you have been faring. Completing your quest as adventurers safe and sound, no matter what, is what matters. So how did you like this fantasy world of blades and magic for which you so yearned? Truthfully, I was more than worried about El Dorado descending into chaos, but that is precisely what has made this world so fun. Whether it be the Federation's dazzling limestone streets, Obsidonia practically in ruins isolated by the force of death, the vast wilderness one can experience firsthand in Verdansia and Circe, the steampunk ambience of Sepia, or the sorcery kingdom of Amberdon. No matter where I go, the locales are completely different from what I saw through my monitors, a real fantasy world spreading far and wide before us. If I do say so myself, it all really drives home the point of how vast this world truly is. We thoroughly enjoyed ourselves at Yurt's Inn, the Grand Bathhouse in Pays Blanc, the Red Light District in Sepia, as well as the magical dens in Amberdon.
We got the Violet and Be Violeted, watch and show off, but whatever it was that we're doing, it was all tremendously fun, wasn't it, Fegor? Wow, that's something really interesting to share, Calhoun. I really appreciate you sharing that. Calhoun, don't spell everything out like that. Sounds like you two have been having the time of your lives. Well, that's just perfect. It is Christmas after all, the holiest of nights where the lustful feelings of those round cross paths. The fact that you went out of your way to my castle as soon as I called you here means something, right? Wait, so there was a reason behind why you went out of your way to ask Dion to deliver that letter to them, Bal? I thought you were inviting them to enjoy El Dorado first ever Christmas party together. Don't be stupid. I wouldn't summon the sleepyhead and his rat over here to our nest for something so trivial. You two sure made our lives hell back on the Ark. So now it's our turn to take the lead if you get my drift. Wow, that's not how you should be using taking the lead. We should be spending Christmas, I don't know, a little more peacefully. Then there'd be no point in coming back to my castle. Sitting around your place with donuts and feasts galore would have been fine, sure, but nothing more than that. Here, no matter how debauched and foul we let ourselves get, nobody will be around to complain about it. The manly deprivation that awaits us. We came here knowing full well that was what this party would be about, no? Tell me I'm wrong, Fegor, no? Calhoun, no? Well, no, you're absolutely correct about that, but... Calhoun! What is there to hide? You and I are lovers, Fegor. Lovers who got invited to Dragon King Isle, a solitary island in the middle of nowhere on Christmas no less. What Barboros speaks of is the only logical conclusion which we both were able to glean from the letter we received from him. Well, yes, but it's just embarrassing to say it all out loud. Well, anyway, I'm glad you guys came. Come on, Fegor, Calhoun, get inside the castle already. Hold on there, what? Pino? What are you doing here? I'm gonna have to revoice you, cause I don't remember your voice. We come to join in on the sexy blowat about to go down here at the Dragon King Castle. No need to worry about me being able to keep up with you guys, cause El Presidente has to be strong in mind and spirit. Whether I am up against some Shadow King or his insatiable rat, I can take him all and make him feel real good. I haven't seen you in a while, Pino. I don't know how to feel. Hey, Pino, I don't think it would be right for you to get in between them like that. I mean, they were holding hands and talking up a storm during the entire boat ride here. That's not what I'm getting at, Harimau. I just want to make sure I really help him get this party started out of the goodness of my heart. What good would a Christmas party at Dragon King Castle would be without some fiery passion? Out of the goodness of your heart, give me a break. Pino, nobody even gave you permission to get off the ship yet. There was finally a good vibe going, so how about you make sure your loud-ass mouth doesn't ruin it for everyone. Alright, you simmer down too, Leonhardt. First of all, to set the record straight, Pino's the one who begged you to let him on our ship before Fegor and Calhoun did, and if I remember correctly, you were reluctant to let him aboard, but you still let him get on. I say you need to take responsibility as the captain of your vessel for letting Pino aboard in the first place. No, he wouldn't have gone on in if he had not forced his way onto my ship. Besides, he was like, I just want to spend Christmas somewhere with Haramao where frickin' the car wouldn't butt in on us. He kept saying, just take me anywhere, till he managed to cry on his way on board. You idiot! Don't just scarcely blurt out his name when we're still right next to the sea. And they're here. Hey there, Pino Haramao. I finally found you guys. Frickin' the car. Hey there, Dakar. No time, no see. I was really hoping to spend some quality, peaceful time with you guys this Christmas. But you two managed to escape the island without me noticing. Well, Daddy was also hoping to bring the rest of his boys along this year to have a real banger of a party. And thank goodness I did, because now that I finally found you guys, I'm so stoked about the loads of fun we're going to have. I don't know how to voice Telecom. Well, so many surface-dwelling adventures gathered in one place. Man, oh man, my heart's already pounding like crazy. Especially about you being here. Who? Me? Ignoring Kowloon's worried gaze directed right at him from beside Fegor, Telecom rushes over to Fegor at wave-breaking speed. Overwhelmed by the over-the-top approach, Fegor takes a step back, clearly flustered and perplexed. That plump, round body of yours is just perfect for wearing a mawashi. You know, one of those really thick loincloths that people in Yamato wear. Are you in Yamato? Telecom. That doesn't sound like a Yamato name. Mawashi? Like the ones that they wear in sumo wrestling. Oh, so you do know what I'm talking about. That's a relief. In that case, I'll get one ready for you to put on right away. Why do these people always be so demanding? But we need to start out as friends first, if that's okay. Absolutely not. Kowloon? Fegor is my lover, and I will not sit by and let you drag him off to Atlantis. Atlantis may offer more freedom than the Ark ever did, but I am not interested in the slightest in us being tied down to some underwater city. What gives? The bottom of the sea is a wonderful place to be. Plus, Atlantis is beyond beautiful. You have no idea what you'd be missing out on. I could have been down there forever and never get tired of looking at all the wondrous things there are to admire. Well, yes, but that doesn't change the fact that Fegor is mine. I could never pass him around to someone else like that so willy-nilly. Well, at least you have your priorities straight, Kowloon. It's not really straight in this game. Actually, straight in this game is basically... Yeah, you know what? We're just gonna... let's not question it. Especially not to some sea dweller. No! Well, if you're gonna be dissuaded that easily, you won't be getting anywhere at this party, Telecom. You must be growing soft on us if you're going out of your way to negotiate with surface adventurers instead of just taking them. The best way to get a surface dweller to know what'll feel real good to him is by making his body feel the pleasure. Especially when you know he already wants to get down and dirty. You really think he'd get away with doing that to me, then kidnap me and get away with it? Me, of all people? I'll go ahead and tell you right now, no sea dweller whose only talents are using his bloated muscles and slit could ever beat me in stamina or skills when it comes to merging. You'd be the one left milk dry, all shriveled up, I promise you. Hehe, awfully brave of you to take a big game, Mr. Surface Dweller. I ought to take you back alive just to show you how it's done, since you don't think we can. I am not going to head any of you guys, Fegor, and I'm still not going to let you do whatever you want to my body either. A serious, highly explosive tension now appears to be flowing along the shore of Dragon King Isle. For some reason or another, this open hostility might very well turn the festivities into an all-out battle if one or more fuses get lit. The last time a battle erupted on the shores of Dragon King Isle was when Kun had escaped the isle with Barbaros and the gang. Geralt, no fighting in front of Daddy! Fighting or Christmas is not allowed! Ouch! Hey, no pulling my tail, you old fart! Kowloon, no stoking the flames either. There'd be no point in fighting here right now. My apologies. I got a little too heated up just then, I guess. What's all this talk about fighting that I'm hearing? All of you are just suffering from some intense rutting, that's all. Clearly the feelings are mutual amongst all of you. Paul, keep your mouth shut if you're just gonna talk like that. They were being pretty serious to me. Well, maybe there were. Anyway, I'm just glad so many people made it here to have fun with us. I was looking forward to everyone coming to our Christmas party today. Wait, hold up, Kun. When this many people show up at the castle, you know damn well that our sanctuary is gonna get trashed again. Come on, the more the merrier when you're trying to have lots of fun at a party. Amory and the others worked super hard making all that food for today, too. It'll be an awful waste if you, Fegor, Calhoun, and I were to try to eat all of that. Everyone here, Leon, Robin, Pino, Harmao, Dakar, Geralt, Tillicum, helped us along our long, massive journey together in protecting this world. Each and every last one of them is an invaluable comrade to that end. I have never played the deep sea diving thing, so I don't know the lore. What'd be so wrong with having a Christmas appreciation party, Ball? Kun asked Barboros point blank, gazing straight up at his eyes as he grips his massive hand. The same fingers and palm that felt so hard and humongous when they first met, now feel so dear and stubble to the touch. Kun, pulling the face on me is totally unfair. It's like you're trying to make me out to be the bad guy. Well, I for the one think it's only fitting for a presidente like me to have his Christmas party at Dragon King Castle. Alright, Alimao, it's time we show Mr. Dragon King here and the rest of those blokes how the power of love can do a number to him. Oh my goodness. I'm sick and tired of the whole power of love BS, I'm sorry. Well, Pino, I'm not sure that's what Christmas parties are about, but it sounds like we'll still be having a blast from all the delicious food that they have prepared for everybody. I can't wait to dig in. Well, you heard him just now, Leonhard. What are we gonna do? We've got some extra food in the galley that's about to expire. Anyway, if I'm gonna whip up some more dishes in the jiffy, I'll need you to dish out some instructions. On the fly, okay? Well, I know you of all people have read my mind already, Robin. There's no way I'd turn down an invite like this. This here's where we meet Kun for the first time. That's where our unsavory bond that led us to all that arc was forged. I don't even know anything almost like literally that arc, get it? Because it's an arc, but then there's also another word called arc. Stop. I'd be a darn shame if we didn't celebrate tonight. Alright, you guys, grab all the provisions we have in our galley and make your way to where Robin and I are heading. Let's serve up some fine pirate grub for these folks to commemorate our meeting Kun and the rest of the gang. Oh no, I forgot about your voice. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'ma help out too, bro. Yay, this party's gonna turn into one heck of a feast. Has it really been that long ago? Man, time sure flies. Alright, now that we got permission from the lord of this castle and our captain. Lord Barboros, her husband. We're done preparing the food for the party. Uh-oh, there are way more people here than I was expecting. I thought we were just gonna be having Fegor and Calhoun over. We don't have enough food for this many people. Perfect timing. Amory, we're about to make more food to feed all the extra bodies that showed up. Could you show us to where your castle's kitchen is? We've got all the ingredients needed prepped on our end. Wow, Robin, that'll really help us tremendously. We should have plenty of ingredients on hand too, so feel free to use whatever. Well, our galley's packed to the brim with stuff we need to go through, so I'm sure we'll manage. Man, you got that right. We've been taking out on quests like crazy, and we've just been receiving so much food as compensation that it's just been piling up in there. Well, we'll definitely be fine. Alright, goblins, help carry all the stuff they want to cook up to our kitchen. Oh! No sooner does Amory summon them at the top of his lung, a horde of goblins come rushing over to them from the castle. They have all grown fairly attached to Kun even before he had escaped the castle upon his fateful encounter with Barboros. I'm just not gonna voice them. What? But we just finished making all the food! What a pain. Hey, don't be taking like that. We're gonna turn this into a feast fit for kings. Leave it to me and this guy, and we can carry up all in no time at all. My boys ain't gonna be outdone here. We'll show how carrying heavy loads is done and cook up a storm. I can't carry anything too heavy, but I'll do my best to help out. The goblins then tag team with the pirate crew members to carry all the food from the ship's galley into the castle, load by load. Well, if they're gonna carry everything inside, then I'll help out by grilling up all the fish. Haha, well in that case, I'll whip up some stinky Azerian recipes I haven't made in ages. Well, if your boys are gonna do that, then Daddy will provide all the fresh seafood you could ever want. Alright boys, go head back to the sea and just fetch a bit, for just a bit, and fetch us the finest delicacies you can find. Alright, well that means it's time to bring it on. I'll serve all these land dwellers one-of-a-kind fish stew. Well, I get our old Nan being old and careless, but don't be leaving me out of the conversation like it's okay, Tilikum. Everyone is in a rush, left and right, trying to make this Christmas feast even more, ever more extravagant, making sure to catch Kun's eye of approval. And even if their facial expressions would make one think otherwise, each and every one of them was inwardly tickled pink nonetheless. Everybody, seriously, not a single one of you is going to consult with the actual lord of this castle. Everything's fine, Val. Just look at how much fun everyone is having. This castle is just as much as my castle as it is yours, you know. Well, am I wrong? No, you're not wrong at all. Then there's no problem here at all, capiche? Let's get in on the fun with everyone else, okay? Meg or Calhoun, are you two both fine with this? This will be fine. I'm actually rather looking forward to what sort of fun this will all entail. After all, these are the very people of the fantasy world of blades and magic that I dreamt so much of and brought it into existence. I agreed, Fegor. If he's satisfied with this outcome, then I have no problem whatsoever. Thanks you two. Whatever happens, happens. Yay! Oh, there's more. What? Whoops, sorry to interrupt your chat here. Oh, no problem, what's up? The fireworks you asked for are ready to be lit. You really have me scratching my head when you begged me to use my ballista to launch them, but hey, since we traveled so long together, I knew I could figure out a way to make that wish happen. Thanks so much. I know I was kinda asking the impossible of you, but I'm glad you made it work. Don't sweat it. It's a shame that it ain't snowed yet, though. Snow? Well, you see, the magic I cast on the fireworks reacts best when there's snow, to make far a more spectacular series of explosions, you see. I figured it'd be snowing this time of year, anyway, but it unfortunately doesn't look like it's gonna snow for us today. Aw, that's too bad then. Snow. To make for a white Christmas, huh? I don't know, Kun. Try desiring it and see what happens. Huh? You're no longer just a demi-dragon, Kun. You're my mate, as well as the hero who brought the sun back to a world nearing its end. Besides, Christmas night only comes round once a year, and many desire for a white Christmas on this holiest of nights. Those desires will naturally coalesce from all over El Dorado. All you need to do is change the vector in the equation to activate them. So would that vector be empathy then? That would theoretically be possible, yes, but changing a vector so vague as those merely desires into that would be fairly impractical in my opinion. I'm gonna be honest with you, but I don't think Chapter 7 explained the concept of this in great detail. I'm very lost, honestly. At the very least, you'll need a convergence point for all those that desire along with an endpoint. In that case, there's nothing to worry about. It just so happens that I'm sensing the presence of snow summoning magic in a land where the ark doth sleep. Set that as the endpoint for your empathy and manifest those desires the instant that the magic is deployed there. That way, the magic's range will spread all across all of El Dorado, including right here on Dragon King Isle, so that we can all enjoy a white Christmas. This all sounds pretty complicated, but so long as you think it'll work, yeah. Are you really going to invoke the power of desire to merely change the weather? I don't even know what desire is, bro. I need to rewatch Chapter 7. And what, pray tell, is so wrong about that? Kun can make it happen, and he will. Besides, this is not just any Christmas tonight. No, it's the first non-repeating Christmas we've ever had. I'd say that's more than enough reason for us to all enjoy a white Christmas. Really? Hold on. So there's Holy Night, and then there's Casino City, and then there's Winter Date. Oh, and then there's the beginning. Wait, really? Okay, whatever. Barboros declares nonchalantly, all while Kun clenches his palms into a fist and presses that fist to his chest. He's just dying to hold Barboros' reassuring hand right now, but he tries so hard to resist nonetheless, causing his palms to get sweaty. So this power of desire from all over El Dorado, which you call empathy, will have its endpoint being Azerterra. Kun closes his eyelids and tries to concentrate. He hardly has any experience manifesting desire by himself, let alone manifesting the desires of so many people across El Dorado. He's very much in complete uncharted territory. The desire to make it snow, that's what everyone wants. He senses all those same numerous yet insignificant wishes and tries to connect their vector of desire to the powerful magic he senses in Azerterra. In the fortress city-state of Azerterra, toward a magical circle in their courtyard, which is a split second away from activating snow summoning magic. Ah, there it is! In that very moment, Kun can feel the dragon's blood within him surge. Slowly but surely, he guides all those seemingly insignificant desires from around El Dorado toward that single spot where the very magic that would grant those wishes would be deployed. Then, the instant the magic is activated, he binds them all together at once, which that magic circle in Azerterra being the endpoint. Ah, yes! That should work! Just as Kun shouts that he has succeeded, sure enough, white specks begin to fall from the starlit night sky above. As those snowflakes flutter down, they melt on impact with everyone's heated skin, Kun included. What? This white stuff is so cold to the touch. What are you hollering about? Nothing can surpass how cold the air that you were blowing on everyone. So this is snow? From the cloudless star-filled sky above, powdery snow gracefully falling down is thankfully too weak to obscure the scenery. Even so, it still manages to lightly coat the pirate ship and Dragon King castle in white, where it does not accumulate, however, is on the beach, where it is quickly washed away by the waves. This is precisely the perfect amount of snowfall to enjoy a white Christmas, just enough to set the mood. Whoa, it's really snowing now! Does that mean I succeeded to fulfill everyone's desires, and all by myself? Not you being surprised too, Kun. Yes, you're the one who made it snow. Well, to be more precise, it just so happened that a series of coincidences created the right conditions for you. The resulting outcome, as you can see, is only fate, but that manifestation is also a reflection of the limited scopes of said desires. I'll talk about how they present their lore, honestly. Either way, who we really ought to be thanking is whoever activated that snow summoning magic in Azerterra at the right place and time. I still can't believe my eyes! Like I really did it! I made everyone's desires come true! With immense pressure off his shoulders from the sheer relief of accomplishing this wonderful feat of manifesting everybody's desires all by himself has made our Kun's heart start pounding like crazy. His heart is beating so hard, in fact, it feels as though his fist that he still pressed against his own chest is being pushed back with every beat. Wow, I still can't believe it's snowing without any clouds. I love how the snow and stars are both sparkling. Is that a new sprite? I love how the snow and stars are both sparkling back at us. So beautiful. Then as he spreads both his hands out to touch the fine snow, he watches as it falls equally on his human hand and dragon hand. And in equal fashion, that snow quickly melts on impact due to his body heat, turning into water in those precious fleeting moments. This is without a doubt real snow. Well, I'm not following all the finer details here, but anyway, the magic fireworks I prepared for us should burst beautifully without any problems. I'm looking forward to launching them. Awesome, thank you so much. I'm really looking forward to them. Well then, now that we got the white Christmas we all desired, shall we all head back to the castle? Oh yeah, you're totally right. I guess I got all sidetracked. Everyone's inside is probably busy making all those extra dishes right about now. Can't wait! You best believe I'm gonna devour a pile of donuts all to myself. Then once we're done eating... Hey, don't look at me like that! I already know what you're thinking. Leave it to Barboros to be as reckless as ever. Well then, Calhoun, let's go inside with them. Oh, understood. Ooh. Just as the powdery snow begins to accumulate, wow, this is so awesome! I've never seen so much food in one place like this in my whole life. We need to make sure we properly thank everyone who pitched in to provide the food and to everyone who helped cook. Oh my goodness, that was long. I wouldn't expect anything less of the people you had gathered here tonight, Kun. Looks like we're gonna get filled up way beyond I could have ever imagined in this Christmas party.
Yes, sir, you're right. Everyone who came helped out so much. We can barely fit it all inside this room.
Beautifully laid out on the long table in the center of the room, a vast amount of delectable food. The dishes, differing in ingredients, cooking methods, and presentation, seems to lack unity at first glance. Yet hidden within them all as a secret ingredient are the bonds forged between them and Kun and Barboros during their long journey. Poor Yamato not getting anything. Oh, everything looks so smacking good. I gotta say, it's a feast to my eyes to see so many different cooking methods and ingredients used. This buffet was sure to add to my culinary repertoire. Haha, you should be thanking me for pitching in and making sure that the buffet would be this fire.
Wow, everything looks so good. I don't even know what I should even try first.
Well, how about starting off with the freshly caught seafood that Daddy brought? It's just as delicious when eaten raw.
The fish stew is guaranteed to be a hit. Just saying.
Well, the surface dwellers seem to have done a pretty good job of cooking up some good-looking dishes too.
These aromas are divine. My stomach might start growling here soon. Egor, try not to overeat. I don't want to have to say I told you so when you're stuck in the restroom for the rest of the night.
Gathered around their long dinner table are the many adventurers who have forged bonds with Kun and Barboros. Seeing their faces light up with those smashing smiles, coupled with all their laughter, reminding them of the virtues for having traveled as far as wide as they have.
Hey everyone, that includes you too, Ball. Look outside. Wow, this is one humongous fireworks display. The fireworks are sparkling that much brighter thanks to the snow.
As everyone directs their attention to what's going on outside, they all get to witness the fireworks display Kun had planned for them in advance bloom in the sky with loud bang after loud bang. The magic fireworks blooming ever brighter into white flowers thanks to the snow stand out beautifully in the dark night sky. If one didn't know better, it would seem as though large snow crystals were floating in the sky. Rejoice, Kun. This beautiful radiance that everyone is witnessing is all thanks to your hard work. It's the crystallization of your magic, Kun, manifesting the desires from all over El Dorado.
Oh, Ball! Well, I still don't know if I managed to grant those desires of everyone in El Dorado, but at the very least, I'm glad I took on the challenge, seeing as how I succeeded doing so for everyone here at our castle. I can guarantee you that you succeeded in granting those desires for everyone else in El Dorado too. Don't you worry. But if you keep staring at those fireworks, your food's gonna get cold, you know.
Oops, you're right. At Barboros' behest, Kun takes his glass in hand and steps before his mates. To all these mates gathered round, bounded together in this chaotic world, Kun raises his glass high to make a toast. Everyone, thank you all so much for gathering here at our castle tonight. We had so many adventures this year, and we all had our fair share of rough times out there, but I'm so happy that I got to invite everyone here to celebrate Christmas with us. Now then, before all this food gets cold, then the moment Kun gives all his mates the signal, they all hold up their glasses in unison and wait for the next cue, which will mark the true start to their Christmas party. Then Kun slowly thrusts his glass upwards toward the crowd and shouts the word as everyone is waiting for. Cheers! The Tachi, I'm not sure what that means. Cheers!
Yay, cheers!
Cheers to you, my dear Kun.
Yay, that's cute.
We're in Surtsey!
Yo, what's the matter, you know? You get dumped again? Looks like I'm spending Christmas in Cersei again this year. I'm alone, I mean, seriously, what gives? I finally found someone I thought I was compatible with in Pays Blanc. We went on guests together so many freaking times, you get me? At the rate we were going, I thought I'd get to spend my first Christmas ever with a boyfriend of my own. And then right before I get to have that special moment with him, he tells me out of the blue, "You're really weighing me down, man," and freaking breaks up with me on the spot. Man, well, you get dumped for a different reason every time. I gotta say, you're something else. How could I, of all people, weigh a dude down like that? I was always trying to brighten up his mood by talking about things that cheer him up, and so that the mood between us wouldn't get too sour or cold, you know. Even when he was feeling down, I made sure to do my best to cheer him up, and the right way too. I take us to the Grand Bathhouse at night to take his mind off things. Whenever things get awkward quiet between us, I keep talking about myself like non-stop, just so I could keep him entertained. Damn, dude, that sounds like it'd be tough for anyone to have to sit and deal with. Right, I gave him my best shot, and he just had to dump me right before Christmas. Freaking brutal as hell. No, that's not what I meant. At any rate, you're just going nowhere fast. Volker, why are you wearing that attire? It's literally... Maxia, you should probably stop there if you know what's best. That kind of personality trait can't be fixed unless he were to realize, self-reflect, and understand himself better. You know, I do you a lot of good if you learned what looking at something objectively meant first. Yeah, I agree with that. Yo, Scholar Volker there! How do you suppose I could marry the boyfriend of my dreams, huh? I traveled all over El Dorado, yet somehow I can't seem to find anyone. I guess I'm just gonna die alone. Well, if I were to give you my 2 Dracos, sometimes it's important to take a step back and be on the receiving end. Be on the receiving end, huh? Did Volker's advice give you an epiphany or something? I think I got it! Oh, so you did have a light bulb moment for once. From now on, I'm gonna be the one taking my boyfriend. That's awfully nice and manly of you to say. So how exactly are you gonna go about that? Well, up until this point, I switched between being the one dishing it out and the one taking it, depending on the mood, you know, but from now on, I'm gonna make a conscious effort to be on the receiving end. That way, my boyfriend might be drawn to how easy it is to get into my back door. Huh? Alright, time to come up with a new training regime so I'm nice and ready to receive my boyfriend at the moment's notice. Thanks, Scholar Volker. There's no hope for him, is there? Getting himself into more trouble right before Christmas. Innocence can be cruel at times. Things can be so close yet so far for guys like him. I'm sure it feels like he's trying to catch the stars above our heads with nothing to speak for. Oh, Maxla, Volker. I knew I'd run into you two eventually, so this is where you've been hiding. Good evening to you, Elder Ornis. My, the stars look awfully beautiful tonight, don't they, Elder Ornis? They sure do. Oh, hi, Arcana. Why, good evening, Elder Ornis. Oh my, how great for you to grace me with your presence too, Arcana. I don't see Yuna here, though. Oh well, that dude has just ran off into the forest to get to work on his newfound training regime. That sounds about right for Yuno. I see. That's a shame, since I was hoping to have him pitch and help everyone this year for Christmas, too. I've been awfully worried about how that boy has been faring as of late. If he has regained his health, though, that's all that matters. Yes, especially given how always being so energetic and full of energy is his saving grace. Oh, I almost forgot! Tonight is Christmas, when a certain old man in red flies through the sky to bestow blessings upon the children. And given that Elder Ornis has come to speak to us, that means only one thing. Yes, I believe you guessed right. I was hoping that you would all help out with our Christmas gathering this year. It's already that time of year again, huh? I've been so busy since everything that went down in Azerterra, I'd plumb forgot. True, that. We were all on the verge of not being able to celebrate Christmas at all this year. So I suppose I'd help out the same way that I do every year. Yes, precisely. I would like you to do storytelling with musical accompaniment for the children. In that case, I'll be thrilled to do that. This time around, the tale I'll tell will sure be a beautiful, intense one about the fate of a world hanging in the balance. I wish that our children will carry that tale onto the next generation, so this will make for the perfect opportunity. Imagery of the deep underground layer of ice in Azerterra float in the back of Folker's mind as he passionately accepts his role. Deep down in that sprawling arc within the abyss, which is the layer of ice, ash has piled up into countless layers of past erasures. The crater, who dwindled there, had repeatedly destroyed and created their world anew time and time again. Then, however, the hero and Dragon King stood up to the crater's wrath head-on, along with countless other adventurers. While it may be too heavy of a theme to go with on Christmas, it would be a grand saga to tell of how everyone alive and well in their world of El Dorado bonded together to save the day. Arcana, I would like for you to tell stories to the children alongside Folker. Understood, Elder Ornis. This year, when I went to Hamberdon, I learned a lot about the latest findings in astrology, so I look forward to holding a session about how to properly look up at the night sky. That being said, though, it is tough trying to think of new things to talk about every year. The reality is that some of the older kids end up getting bored right off the bat. That's unfortunate, but we mustn't be teaching our youth any lies either, so it'll still be a tough order to fulfill nonetheless. The range of stories that can be enjoyed and understood by children of all ages is naturally very limited. I know it'd be asking too much, but I could really spice up the kind of stories I could tell if it were to snow. Since it doesn't snow here in Surtsey, whenever I tell stories revolving around snow, the reactions I get are lukewarm at best. Snow, huh? Yeah, I only learned about what snow was once I left our islands. Well, at least this time, we got a beautiful starry sky, so I'm lucky I can tell my stories about the stars with such a fine backdrop. Well then, Elder Ornis, I'd best be going if I aim to thoroughly read up on the details of this epic saga I wish to retell. I'll get going with my preparations as well, so if you excuse me too. Well, thank you both very, very much. As for you, Moxla, you want me to become Santa Claus and hand out presents, right? That's correct. I apologize for giving you the same role every year. Nah, don't sweat it. I think it's so much fun getting to see all those kids smile up close every year. At the same time, it also reminds me that those kids will leave our islands once they become of age. I know that leaves things on a sad note, but still. Well, yes, what you say is true. As men in a mercenary nation, such temporary farewells with our young comrades are inevitable. Of course, every now and then, for whatever reason, some of our Renem never return to our islands, so I fully understand your sentiment. But that is precisely why we must ensure that their memories of Surtsey aren't unpleasant ones. That way, our children who've reached adulthood may think of their homeland as they learn and train with all their might abroad without harm or foul. Elder Ornis. That's why I'm asking you to work together with Gamela, Lord Atmos, and Lord Lucifer as Santas. If Yuno had been here, of course, I would have asked him to pitch in too, but... Got it, that I will. Wait, huh? What did you just say? Moxla breaks out in a cold sweat the moment just as he is about to ask Ornis to repeat himself, but before he can get the words out, he hears the loud footsteps of the men in question approaching him from behind. Oh, you're not Gamela. Elder Ornis, I've brought Lord Lucifer and Lord Atmos with me, just like you said. Hey, sorry for keeping you waiting. I was going all out in my weight training just now, so I'm super pumped up. Why, good evening, Ornis. Oh, why, thank you, Priest Baron. The children will be so pleased to see their two faces. Moxla turns around in a panic, only to see Lucifer and Atmos standing behind him with Baron. Yo, so this Santa Claus is that old fart that dressed up in all red, right? That'd be right up my alley. Well, I'm all red too, so wouldn't that mean I'd also get to be Santa Claus? Plus, handing out presents to the children sounds like a lot of fun. Lord Lucifer and Lord Atmos are gonna play Santa Claus too. Yep, Ornis and Barnas already asked us to. We're like, we want you to bring happiness to the children through your own hands, Lord Lucifer. I wouldn't be able to even call myself a man anymore if I had turned down their request. Well, I volunteered myself before they could even ask me. I've caused the children far too much fright than they deserve. So at the very least, I'd like to heal their innocent hearts by becoming Santa Claus and giving them joy. Cool, okay. Well, thanks for pitching in. Inwardly, Moxla is still panicked just how much as he was when they approached him. His comment purely being lip service. He had figured he would be Santa Claus along with Yuno and Gamela like every other year. The idea that he'd be doing it along with Lord Lucifer and Lord Atmos had never once crossed his mind. So will you not be playing Santa Claus this year, Priest Baron? Well, as for our High Priest, I'm planning to give a sermon to the people as per usual this year. Right. Damn it, Yuno! Well, Arcana did ask me earlier if I could use some magic to make it snow, though. Unfortunately, given the abundance of fire magic here in Surtsey, even if I were to try to make it snow, it would instantly turn it to rain before it even had a chance to hit the surface. I could have it snow in a more localized, finite area, but I don't think I could manage blanketing our whole island here in snow, much less the entirety of Surtsey. Although he thanked me for at least considering it. He did look rather disappointed. Snow, huh? My fairy spirit alone is probably too strong for it to ever snow here. My apologies. I didn't mean for it to come off as being your fault in any way. Don't sweat it. Besides, if it weren't for Indolence's blizzards, this place would have kept being the tropical paradise that it is throughout that whole ordeal. Well, if it were for just once, I'm sure I'd like to see snow for myself. Hey, I got an idea. How about we go to Azerterra once Christmas is over? I'm sure it'll be snowing enough there for us to cover Atmos here in the white stuff from head to toe. Come to think of it though, that might be scarier than what I'm barging for. A white Christmas though, would definitely be a sight I'd love to see, made possible here in Surtsey someday. Sorry for being late, everybody. Hey there, Gamela. You've come at the perfect time. Why, good evening, Gamela. I take it you went to listen to the spirits. Yes, no problem with them. And fine to go out as Santa Claus now. Gamela, you're late, man. Where the hell were ya? When I heard I'd be pairing with Lord Lucifer, I decided to get advice from the spirits. Wait, you already found out that Lord Lucifer and Lord Atmos would be Santas this year? Well, yes. Is there a problem? Not really. Lord Lucifer is one of the select few who managed to defeat me, so I thought it'd be rude for me not to have the spirits lend me their strength. Luckily, since they did lend me their strength, that means I can stand shoulder to shoulder now with Lord Lucifer. Now that's the kind of spirit I like to hear. In that case, I'll get to show off my skills as the best Santa Claus there ever was. Well then, Gamela, let's head out and hand out all the presents we got for the island's children together. I bet all our fellow islanders realize how their one and only Lord Lucifer is just the right Santa for them. It would be my honor. Their combined manliness. We are sure to make all the children happy. Oh god, I remember manliness like it was It's Hero Time episode 3. Golly! I'm so pleased to see everyone so fired up over our wonderful cause. Well done, Gamela. If you would please help Lord Lucifer in the endeavor. Yes, you can count on me. Alright, Lord Lucifer. The presents are in that warehouse over there. Follow me, I'll lead the way. Alright, time to fill up those big white bags with gifts and head out to see our children's smiling faces. Those two seem like they'll do some splendid work together. Well then, Moxa, in the same way, I'm asking Gamela to help out Lord Lucifer. I'm hoping that you'll help out Lord Atmos here. Roger that, Priest Baron. Hey there, Moxa. Looking forward to working with you. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little nervous myself, but I promise to do my best to hand out all the presents. Would you find it in you to help me? Absolutely, Lord Atmos. I hope you look out for me likewise. Just stay calm. If I just act normal, everything will be fine. Yeah. Well then, I'll best be going too. I need to start preparing our Christmas dinner before long, you see. I must say, Lord Ordnance, everything you make for Christmas is divine. I'm looking forward to seeing what you put on the table today. I can already hear my stomach growling. The beef stew we had last year was great, but I'm sure you'll outperform that this year. I concur with Moxla. I can't wait. Well, I hope you all enjoy what I have to offer. So with that being said, I'll get started preparing the best meal you've ever had. Alrighty, Lord Atmos, let's head to the present warehouse, shall we? Ah, roger that. It's the same place Lucifer and Gamela went off to, correct? Yep, so every year at this time, we collect things not found on our islands that we think the children would enjoy. That ensures that the presents we give them gets them interested in the outside world, and you'd be surprised how many of them head to the very countries that produced their gifts. I could totally see that happening. That's so cool. That just goes to show how big and wide our world of El Dorado is. In that case, I'll need to pay extra attention to who I hand out the presents to, huh? Crap, am I making him feel nervous? I need to soften the mood somehow. Well, you don't need to be too conscious of who you give the gifts to because of the kids have themselves a gift exchange afterward. So yeah, you don't need to worry too much about any of it. Oh, I see. So the children have their own unique ways of bonding with one another, huh? Well, when you grow up on such a tight-knit islands like we all do, everyone becomes practically family. Some actually get so intimate, rumor has it that some guys rend us once they've left our islands to do their mercenary work together. Wow, that happens too, huh? That's rather romantic. Right, and some get married just like that. Did something just fall from the sky right now? Huh? Lord Atmos, what's the matter? What has you looking up at the sky? Just as Moxla turns around, he notices how Atmos has his arms spread wide as he looks up at the sky with a puzzled look on his face. Ooh, it's stars. I wonder what this white stuff could be. Volcanic ash, perhaps? Ah, my apologies, Moxla. It's just that I noticed something that had just fallen from the sky, but it just turned to water. Volcanic ash into water, but how? Imitating Atmos, Moxla also spreads his arms out wide as he takes a look up at the starry sky himself. Then the volcanic ash Atmos had just mentioned gently plops onto the palms of his hands. Then, just as with Atmos, the mysterious substance leaves small traces of water on his hands before disappearing, apparently melting due to his body heat on impact. This is really weird. The volcano hasn't even erupted. No, Lord Atmos, this is no volcanic ash. It's snow! Real freaking snow! What? Snow, you say? The very thing Priest Baron just said he couldn't have fall from the sky because of where we were at? Yep, there's no doubt about it. I've seen this stuff before when I went to Azerterra. I can't believe that the real deal would be coming down here in Surtsey, of all places though. How high you know? Yay, it's snowing! Oh, hold on there, don't just come rushing out of the jungle like that. Yo, Moxla, you see the snow? It's really snowing here in Surtsey. How the hell would I not know? And again, why the hell do you gotta come screaming and yelling out of the jungle like that? You dipping like that ended in me having to do twice the amount of work. Huh? Well, obviously, so I get better at being on the receiving end. You know damn well that's not what the holiness of Night's Christmas Eve is about here. Did you completely forgot about all the stuff we help out with for our Christmas party every year? Oh. Oh. Yo, Atmos, you okay? Snow in Surtsey is unbelievable. Even the spirits of the forest are in the frenzy. You needn't worry, Lucifer. I'm doing just fine. Lord Lucifer, Gamela, is this snow for real? I was just asking Moxla if this was the snow I have been told couldn't be made possible for us in Surtsey. But it is snow that's falling. The very snow that shouldn't be falling from the sky here in Surtsey. Wait a minute. Atmos, you saw snow back at the Ark, didn't you? Huh? I did? When did that happen? Don't you remember the white stuff that Indolence shot out of his body when he caught us all up in that blizzard? That's the stuff. Huh? That was snow too? The shape and intensity at which this stuff is coming down is nothing like that. So I didn't know for sure. I see now. Snow isn't something that's supposed to be so scary like that in the first place, huh? Sorry, I'm reading these dialogues. Atmos remarks as he intently stares at the snow falling onto his still outstretched palms, all while grinning from ear to ear. No sooner does he looks over and notice the huge white bad Lucifers carrying over his shoulder. Though, then he shouts out and changes the topic entirely to that. The presents! We haven't gotten any of them yet! I got so sidetracked by the snow that I forgot! Oh no, what to do? Crap, the snow caught me completely off guard too! We gotta hurry, Lord Atmos! The warehouse is this way! Okay, got it. I'll catch up with you later, Lucifer. Just watch your step, Atmos. I don't need you tripping and falling just because you're trying to hurry. Snow, which not even the spirits can ascertain its purpose. What is going on? Camilla, enough muttering to yourself and get to handing out the presents. With this snowfall, the kids might be too in awe over the white stuff to even care about their presents anymore. Okay, got it. I'll hurry up. Oh, we're here in what? I can't believe it's actually snowing. I'm not even sleepy anymore. I feel you. Who would have thought actual snowfall would ever grace Surti with its presence? I cannot see snow, dust, or stars. Arcana and Folker, who had both been preparing for the storytelling sessions, had rushed outside the moment they heard shouting. No one had anticipated that the white Christmas of their dreams would come to fruition. Just as the adults were bewildered, so too were the children gazing up at the sky in wonder. While people from other nations would look at the snow and call it a dusting at best, the Surtian can help but be in awe at how they're even getting to see actual snow at all. Yet despite the overpowering presence of the fire magic here, in large part due to Lucifer, this undoubtedly legitimate snow is in fact falling from their skies. Moreover, it's the fact that this snow is falling from their perfectly clear starry sky that had caught the eyes of all the many mercenaries who have traveled to other countries as being this so mysterious about the whole ordeal. There isn't anything abnormal about the placement or movement of the stars. That would mean someone has cast ice magic powerful enough to cancel out the fire magic present through Surti for snowfall to be encompassing the entire archipelago. That would be a very reasonable analysis. Besides, snowfall on a cloudless night is unprecedented. I came out as fast as I could when I heard all the commotion, but my word, it really is snowing. Priest Baron, judging from your reaction, I take it that you're not responsible for the magic at play here. Yes, you're correct, that this is not my doing. As a quick reminder, not even my magic is powerful enough to have it snow throughout Surti. That'd simply be impossible. In which case, that means we are experiencing the effects of someone entity beyond our islands. As Folker says this, imagery of the Shadow King of Indolence unleashing that ruthless blizzard on them back at the Ark come to mind. Even so, the snow currently falling possess only traces of magic, resembling nothing more than a natural phenomenon. Moreover, there's no sign whatsoever of the snow intensifying. All is it really doing is really blanketing the surface of Surti in white. I have no idea what the purpose of this snow would be, to be quite honest. As I'm sure you've already thought, the magic present in the snow is far too weak for it to be an attack on Surti. There's no sign of the magic thickening either. It'll probably stop snowing by morning, and I've already melted by that point. In which case, Arcana selects one of the many books he has next to him and starts flipping throughout the pages to find a specific passage on constellations. In due time, he finds out what he's looking for, a page on snow-related constellations with tells popularized in snowy regions. Oh my god. I'm sorry. We should enjoy the snow before it all melts away, yeah? That would make a lot of sense. It is Christmas after all, and the fact that it's snowing means that we got our white Christmas after all, huh? Why, Elder Ornis, how are you holding up? You don't suppose this could be due to a neighboring country, do you? I understand it's not even cold enough for it to even be snowing like this, but here's some nice hot soup to keep warm. Ornis is as calm and composed as ever as he appears, with a tray full of goblets. He had poured steaming hot soup in all the goblets, and within moments, he passes them out to Baron and everyone else, one by one. Thank you very much for this. Elder Ornis, may I ask you what your thoughts are about this snow? You don't suppose that this could be due to a neighboring country, do you? That did certainly cross my mind at first, but that doesn't seem quite right. For one, look at the children. Ornis says as he gazes over at the plaza, prompting at the other tree to do so in turn. There, children are frolicking in the snow, utterly fascinated by it. Whether they're opening their mouths to try to eat the snow, bumping it up as best as they could to chunk out each other, or combining the snow with plant debris to create little sculptures, the children are all having a blast. Unlike the adults who are still to this moment entrenched in thought over the sudden snowfall, the children have accepted the snow at face value according to their own sensibilities, or better yet, their lack thereof. Well, it's true that we still don't know the cause or purpose of why this snow is falling here in Searchsea. Seeing our children so happy like this makes me think that whatever the reason may be, there's no malicious intent behind it. For the very reason that it doesn't ever snow in Searchsea, many people hold fantasies about snow and turn snowfall into a deeply held desire. Especially for other children who have yet to see the outside world, the desires for it are even stronger. So, what you're saying is that their desires are what has caused it to snow. Yes, I do believe that to be the case. It has all come to fruition by the desires held by the very great men to be who will pave the way for Searchsea's future. We got desires apparently. Golly! I think it was mentioned in chapter 7, but yeah. Though, this might just be me being totally disconnected from reality. All these desires causing this, huh? I like how you think, Elder Ornis. While traveling across so many lands in search of knowledge, I learned just how much power desire holds. I've even seen up close what happens the instant desire is manifested. Are you talking about what happened in Azerterra, perhaps? Evading Arcana's question, Volker continues speaking what is on his mind. So the snow very will be the manifestation of all these same desires coming from all over our world of El Dorado, all wishing for us to have a romantic, white Christmas. Thus we are seeing the fruit of all those desires, from ordinary people, mind you, coming into being in the form of snow. Having said all that, though, Volker cuts his own train of thought as he finds himself turning his gaze back at all the children, mesmerized by the snow. Come on, kids, send us here with your loads of presents for you guys. I get that the snow is great and all, but pay your Santa some attention too, okay? Hey, who threw that snowball at my face just now? That's not the kind of attention I'm looking for at all. Simmer down, Lord Lucifer. You need to stay calm when you're interacting with the children. At some point or another, even Lucifer can't help sigh and look onward out of confusion. Though he's still very much irate, he kept his bag of presents over his shoulder. Oh, whoa, what's this? Oh, these are amazing! You created all these snow rabbits, snow mice, and snowbirds. Wow, this one's face just looks like mine. Thank you so much. You made sure it was the spitting image of me, huh? Well, I'd say this is turning out to be a pretty good Christmas. Moxa remarks just as Atmos entrusts him with his bag of presents before being led away by the hand of one of the children. It's a darn shame that the heroic saga I wish to tell might have to be postponed for next year's Christmas party after all. Well... Oh! We're back in Sepia. No one's watching me, right? Alright, time to give today my best shot. Once I'm done with this, I want him to wrap himself up in this while we're walking out the snow having a blast together. Let's see what I want the next design to look like. Wait, what? No sooner does God try reading some old prints he has on hand, the light he had kept off in his room suddenly flickers back on. Oh, Team Andrew? Wrong, Demas. I'm a former member of Team Andrew. Oh, is this Zed? It's Zed! Hi, Zed! I just saw you last time. Yo, sneaking around having fun in your old crib. Zed, what are you even doing here? I should be saying the same thing to you, Go. Looks like you've been sneaking around behind all our backs, huh? Quit making it sound like I'm doing something bad. I didn't say you were up to no good. Clearly you're having to comfort yourself every day, because you can't keep up your mind off your big bro every waking moment of every day. If I had to guess, yeah. No, I mean part of that was right, but you don't actually know what I'm doing. Oh, so what are you doing then? You do realize that this old crib of yours is being monitored by Team Andrew, right? Well, yeah, but it's like the only good spot I have left to go to. Uh-oh. Go explains as she... Wow. He shows off a palm-sized spherical object to Zed that is placed next to his pile of resource books. The spherical object is oddly fuzzy with two thin wooden sticks poking through it. The hell's that? A yarn ball and some knitting needles, so I can knit scarves. Huh? So you're burning the midnight oil for your big bro who literally rolled over into your enemy's bed? Just cause it's almost Christmas, that doesn't mean you should be doing things like this. That'll leave you feeling empty inside. No, jeez, Zed. Why do you have to always jump to conclusions like that? This is an actual legit job I'm doing. I'm making presents for the clients. Making presents for clients? Explain. Well, every year around Christmas time, I get a few orders just like this once. Where they're like, I'd love to give my guy a hand-knit scarf. I'd like it if he could knit it for me. Plus, the clients pay pretty well for this work. I do this every day, and it's pretty enjoyable. I get it now. This whole business about doing all the annoying for him. They look good to their person back home. Since actually doing something sweet for him is too much work. Well, I guess that's what's going on behind the scenes, but ain't that a pretty harsh way of putting it? The guys you're helping out take all the credit despite doing nothing, so they really wouldn't have any leg to stand on if I call them out straight up. Moreover, why the hell are you knitting here of all places? Don't you still got Itetsu's Creativity Research Society to go to? You don't seem like the type of guy who'd get shy over someone else seeing you knit. If you're not careful here though, some lower ranking member of Team Andro could have come in here. I ruin everything for you, you know? No, it wouldn't work out if I tried knitting there. All the scarves I've worked so hard on would get ruined. I hate to say it, but Itetsu's lab, kinda smells like really bad. Well, you got the point there. Since I have clients giving me these orders, weird odors attaching to the scarves would be grounds for having them sent back. Then again, anywhere you go in these lower level reeks of exhaust and cigarette smokes. And going to Uptown every time I need to knit would just break the bank just from the metro fares alone. So those are the reasons why you're using your old crib that no one's been back to all this time? Yep, and believe it or not, I've actually been paying the rent for this place the whole time. That way my big bro can come home. Come back home, I mean. Whenever he feels like it. I haven't let the place get moldy or anything, so it's a perfect place to make sure my goods don't get tarnished before delivering him. Of course, at this point, all the smells there were from when he and I lived together are long gone. Makes sense. Anyway, to make sure that I don't get spotted by Team Andro, I've simply been knitting under a handheld light. Which reminds me, turn off the damn light before someone Team Andro guys does notice. Oops. Alright. Just be extra careful while you're working here. That's all I'm saying. If something did happen to you, you know Itetsu would absolutely his everlasting... he would lose his mind. Basically. That crazy old man. Yeah, I know. Thanks. Anyway, I'll be sure to keep being extra careful. I'm actually in the final stages of finishing up with the scarves I've been knitting, I mean. Team Andro hasn't raided me yet, so I think I should be fine. Okay, well try to hurry up for the day and get your ass back to your own home, if you know what's good for you. You have no idea how rough it's been having to hear that old man nag about everything. Oh? I figured you'd be getting a kick out of hearing him grab all the time. That's how you thought I was holding up? Well, you might be onto something there. Who knows? Huh? What's that supposed to mean? Leaving Go in his old crib now, confused as all get out, Zed starts heading back to the lab without him. Along the way, he stops by an apartment building with a good view of Go Nagane's room and heads up the stairs, barging inside the very room where he knows the androgynized have been keeping watch over Go without even giving it a second thought. Lord Zed! Hey there! So, you already know what's up, yeah? Yes sir, Lord Zed. No abnormalities detected during our surveillance. And we've reported nothing so far to HQ, just as you directed. Good, sounds like you're keeping your promise, which is all that matters. I'll be sure to reward you with some affection later, but don't you dare break our little promise till I'm done here, got it? Thank you so much for that reassurance, Lord Zed. I'll do my absolute best for you, I'll do my absolute best for you, rest assured. Zeston gently runs his fingertips along the androgenizer's jawline as if petting a beloved pet dog. The androgenizer himself finds it ever harder to breathe by the second, as he's totally overwhelmed by Zed's star-like over-the-top masculine aura. Alright, I'm heading back to Mikasa for the day. Don't push yourself too hard. I don't need your ass catching a cold. Understood, Lord Zed. Safe travels home. A few days later... the heck is up with this design? What do you mean? It has a Christmas vibe to it, no? Obviously, I'm not an idiot. Why the hell did they have to knit Santa riding through the sky on a reindeer on it? And the obnoxiously bright red and green two-tone designs they went with just creeps me the hell out. I may have zero fashion sense, but even I can figure out that much. Well, it takes an old fart like you to understand the appeal of a tacky sweater like this anyway, so... Wearing tacky sweaters for Christmas has been all the rage these days. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna let you or anyone else for that matter make a fool of me. Besides, why the hell would something so stupid even be trending? It's almost like whoever designed it assumed whoever wears this kind of crap would be throwing Christmas parties with multiple friends and lovers to even get away with wearing it. That in and of itself is absolutely shameful and outrageous. Completely despicable. Oh, woe is me! Sepia's morals are going down the drain once again! What are you rambling about again? Sounds like being with Go and me ain't good enough for you. No, that's not what I meant. This is the first time I've ever seen people host Christmas party with so many people. And how about the three of us throw one ourselves? We could even invite Gallium to make it 4 people. Hey, don't be making plans without me. I don't even think I'm emotionally ready for any of that. Hey guys, I'm home. Go, you're back. Glad to see you back, Go. Hey, I got something to ask you real quick. Tetsu's being stubborn about not wanting to have a Christmas party here. I was just trying to convince him why we should have one. I never said I didn't want us to have one. It's just that this would be a literal first for me, so I'm just a tad nervous about the whole idea. Yay, a Christmas party! That sounds like a great idea. I've been kind of in the dumps lately anyway, so that'd be a great way to have fun and have a blast with everyone. To have a blast with everyone? Yep, we could splurge on amazing food, the 3 of us kick back here and have a swell time, all intimate and chowing down together. That alone would be super fun. Oh, intimate and chowing down together? Oh, and if we splurged a little bit more to get our hands on some pricey wine, we could warm ourselves up that way and feel real good. Oh, warm ourselves up and feel real good? Professor? Why is your face all red? Are you okay? If the 3 of us all got intimate and chowed down on each other to feel real good, I'd be absolutely wrecked! What are you talking about? Oh no! Professor, Itetsu just collapsed! Professor, are you alright? You don't have a fever or cold, do you? He's fine, he's just got overheated, that's all. He'll cool down in a bit. You think so? I guess he's okay then. Uh-oh, sorry to dip, but I got another job to go to. Yep, I'm meeting up with a craftsman to discuss packaging for the deliveries I need to make. This is all Zeds need to hear to figure out what sort of job Go is heading to. Okay, well, be careful out there. Don't drop to the ground like our old fart here. I'll be fine. Anyway, I'm heading out now. See ya! I guess he's finally done with all his knitting. I'm sure that was a lot of work for him. Well then, I guess that means I ought to go give my thanks to my watchman for keeping watch over him, like he promised to. Oh? I'm sure glad I managed to finish knitting without Team Andros getting in the way. I was really worried for a hot moment that they'd messed everything up. But I'm right on schedule. All I gotta do now is package this one up and get it mailed to that client, and I'm completely done. Can't believe I'm having a professional craftsman create packaging for this one, so I can get it shipped out. Of course, his profile says he's a sheetsmith by trade, which kinda makes me nervous. I guess I'll have to see whether he does a good job or not. Let's see, I believe this is the restaurant where we were supposed to meet up at. This place looks pretty fancy. I hope I'm not being scammed right now. Nah, there's no way, though. Well, this is the time I'm supposed to be meeting with a dude, so I just need to work up the courage and go inside. Hello? Is this Eternion? Welcome! Whoa, you guys startled me. Welcome to Mamon Food Delivery. Hey there, looks like this is your first time here. I would know as I remembered all our regular faces. This is where you get to eat loads of my jaw-dropping homemade cooking. If our manager wouldn't eat it, we wouldn't serve it. We serve an array of cuisine from all over El Dorado. Our goal is to especially have growing boys like you leave here with your bellies filled to the brim. Will this be to-go or dine-in? Well, actually, I'm supposed to be meeting someone here. So the guy says he has a facial hair all along his jawline. His eyes appear rather squinted. Huh? Isn't that description? I'd say you're definitely looking for Karatovi, which means you're that Go fellow everyone has been talking about. Ah, yes, Karatovi was his name. Do you know where he's sitting? Karatovi happens to be waiting for you at the best table in the restaurant. It has the perfect window view you have to offer. It's in the corner over there. It sounds like you have work-related business to discuss. Yes? In that case, I'll get something light for you guys to munch on, I mean. Oh wow, that would be so awesome. Thank you so much. So do I pay now or later? It's all being taken care of. No need to worry. Karatovi's already paying for the top for you, Go. Huh? How come? Karatovi said the idea really just resonated with him. Like it struck a chord with him. It was like, I really want this young fella with the same roots as me to leave with a full stomach. Come to think of it, I do remember seeing Yamato listed as his place of origin when I saw his freelance ad on the job recruiting site. God thinks to himself, as Mamon mentions this, why did you... Okay. Well, there you have it. So don't worry about how much anything costs, Go. Just make sure you order lots and lots. We even got Yamato cuisine for you here too. Oh wow, thank you so much. Though still floored by the VIP treatment, something that would have taken a lot of getting used to for him, to say the least, Go heads to the table in the corner with a window view that he was told about. I can't believe such an amazing restaurant has been here without even me knowing about it. Maybe I'll start eating out here when I'm on a break. Huh? I could have food delivered from here for a Christmas party too. These are the sorts of thoughts going through Go as he appears, the man sitting at the corner window table. The man looks identical to the picture that he had uploaded on his profile page for that job site Go uses. Hey there, would you happen to be Mr. Karatovi? So that means you must be Go. Yes, tis I. Come on, have a seat, I insist. Nice to meet you. Thanks. So as you know already, the name's Karatovi. My primary occupation is sheeting, but that being said, the old man here does have had experience packaging chocolate. That's where my hands-on experience in packaging comes from. So you can definitely throw whatever you got at me. Oh, well, thank you so much. You'll definitely come in handy then. So this is the scarf I'd like packaged. Go takes out the hand-knit scarf that he has neatly completed from his bag to show Karatovi. He already had the scarf wrapped in vinyl for odor protection, and the carefully knitted Aran-style pattern on it is beyond beautiful. The person who ordered this one said that he wanted it delivered to him in Yamato-style packaging. I believe you're from Yamato too. Is that right, Mr. Karatovi? I saw that's what you had in your country of origin listed as on your profile. I figured that would mean you'd be good at making Yamato-style packaging happen, which is also why I requested you for this. Makes sense. Scarves ain't hard like chocolate. They're soft enough to have more freedom when it comes to the shape of the packaging. But, are there any more details regarding this quest that your old man would need to be aware of? Let me think. Oh, the dude did also mention how he wanted the packaging to evoke a Yamato sword. Huh? Sword? Huh? In that case, your old man could really show you what he's made of with his cheating skills. Any material specs or a budget limit? Oh yes, here's all that info. Go hands Karatovi's tablet relic, which has all the details of the quest listed out for him. Karatovi quickly jots down letters and numbers in shorthand and already begins sketching out a rough sketch. He also simultaneously adroitly uses his abacus with his other hand to quickly calculate a price estimate for Go. Even his hand movements are artistic in a way, possessing a flexibility quite unlike the ordinary merchant. Yeah, we could use scrap material here to lower the overall estimate, and your old man has plenty of materials on hand from buying in bulk from my suppliers, so you should be able to make this affordable and reasonable for you, no problem. Alright, looks like all the conditions you've laid out are perfectly manageable. Ah, yes! That's great to hear. Thanks so much! Your old man here will make sure to deliver the finished product before Christmas, so if you could please send me your home address later once you have the chance, Go, that'd be great. Got it. Again, thank you so very, very much. Should I really even have it sent to the Creativity Research Society? If I do, I'd need to also put the packaging in vinyl wrapping as soon as it gets there. Hey, looks like your business talk went out well. Ah, it sure did, Chairman. Boss, I mean. Should be able to handle this request without any sags. Ah, that's wonderful news. Well, getting to talking to a younger guy like this in private will sure go a long way to supporting your old man's longevity. Ah, speaking of longevity, here are the Yamato fries and nuggets you ordered. Next up, my special onigiri made with lots of love. Eat up so we can work extra hard out there. Ah, thanks so much. Will do. Thanks again, boss. Well, now that our business talk is over, let's dig in. If there's anything else you'd like to try here, feel free to order it. Your old man sure loves younger guys like you, and the fact that we're from the same hometown makes me want to support you that much more. Well, if you say so, I'll definitely dig in. Thanks again. Itadakimasu! Go clasps his hands together properly to thank Karatovi for the meal before digging into the food laid out in front of him on their table. The Yamato fries are fresh out of the rib fryer and perfectly crisp. The nuggets are juicy and fatty. Both dishes were whet Go's appetite at first sight. Most of all, onigiri in particular cannot be found in any other shop's sepia, which brings back so many nostalgic memories from back home. Ultimately, however, all of these Yamato dishes remind him of another person from his hometown, Hagane, his digger's big bro now turned enemy. Ah, my big bro. What's the matter? Is there something here not to your liking? Oh, no, everything's fine. It's just that this all sort of reminds me about someone I really like. Oh? Are you in some sort of long-distance relationship or perhaps fighting with that person? I'd say both, I guess. It's just there's really nothing I can do on my own regarding our situation. But I've continued keeping my head up high and hoping for the best as I move myself along. Karatovi, a man who has made sheets for countless adventures and sent them off on their journeys, can tell right away that Go, the young man before him, is caught up in a far more difficult situation than he initially realized. You know what? That's kind of true. Like, imagine if your brother is like literally your enemy. It's like Wicked, but but brothers. That's kind of a weird thing to say. And that, whatever this situation between them may be, the person he likes, or better yet, loves, is stuck in the center of that mare's nest. Huh. Sounds like you're a pretty tough guy, Ko. Nah, I wouldn't say that about myself at all. If anything, I'm still super weak. Well, never hesitate to ask me for advice. Your old man's give you his contact information here in a little bit. It's my job as part of the older generation to make sure our young men out there are being supported enough to carry out their dreams. Our dreams? Whatever dream you may have might seem a long ways off from happening. You came all the way to Sepia because you had a dream to fulfill, didn't ya? Relationship with this person that you like may be super important, but don't forget about that dream of yours either. Who knows, maybe this person you like is deeply connected to that very dream of yours. You might be right about that. Well, I did have a dream when I first came to Sepia, but now I say my dream is to make it so that I can walk side by side with my big bro, the person I like so much. In either case, you need to eat lots to build up your strength. No matter how hard your dream might be, your body's still at its foundation. Your old man might be repeating himself, but that really does make you need to eat up and get as strong as you can be. I think I understand. Thank you so much again for treating me to all this food. This might very well be the most enjoyable, fulfilling meal Go has had since his fight with Team Manager began. Karatovi probably isn't able to connect the dots and realize that the relationship he is referring to is the one between him and Agane. Nevertheless, Go is still left with a huge boost in his self-confidence from the kind words that Karatovi had for him. Are we gonna see Agane's side? No, we're not. A few days later, Go's neatly knitted scarf arrived masterfully packaged by Karatovi. Yamato-made fabric is directly sewn into the sheet-shaped packaging, capitalizing on a uniquely wabi-sabi aesthetic, which favors minimal embellishment. In fact, Karatovi had already gone out of his way to have the finished product carefully sealed in vinyl so that all the foul smells wafting throughout the Creativity Research Society wouldn't get on this precious package. The final bill, which came later, also stayed within Go's budget. Now the only things left for him to do is to mail off the order to his client, for a job well done. Or so that's how things ought to have ended. Oh my god, did Hagane order that? Please, did he order it? Oh my goodness. If you play that freaking music from the end of Sepia chapter 6, I will literally lose it. And I worked so late all those nights just for that to happen. Go, stop slacking off. This is the day. Christmas is finally upon us. It is also the day we're having our Christmas party with you, me, Zed, and Gallium. And with a little bit of snow, that made for a conveniently romantic white Christmas. Well, it's not like we'll be that lucky, but it's still perfect weather for a party. We'll all get to eat like kings and have loads of fun. Hey, how long are you gonna be sore about that, Go? Now's the time to break free from the shackles of the past and soar off into a brand new world. Oh, okay. Yo, I'm back, guys. I never thought I'd get invited to the boys' Christmas party. It actually felt pretty good hearing how jealous of the guys sounded that I had to cancel on for this project he had for me. Took you long enough to get back, Zed. Why, Gallium, so good of you to come. Allow me to sincerely thank you for coming to my Creativity Research Society's thriller of a Christmas party. Why you had to go on with the word thriller? Are you staging something I should know about? None to get your panties in a wad. You're just seeing this old fart putting the pedal to the metal for once. What's that supposed to mean? Is he like tone deaf or something?
Anyway, I ordered the food that Go suggested, so we got that taken care of.
Yo, with Tetsu, how come Go looks like he lost his best friend again? Well, you know that order Go got. The client canceled the order for the scarf he hand-knitted at the last minute. Oh, are you being serious right now? Unfortunately, yes. The guy said his partner broke up with him pretty much right before I was supposed to mail it off to him, and since he had no one else to give it to, he said that he didn't need it anymore. And I spent all that time going back to my old crib with my big bro to do all that knitting. But you still got fully compensated because of how it was a last-minute cancellation, right? Besides, your client was the one being the bad guy, feigning to be pure, exploiting your hard work to make himself look good. That guy's getting what he deserves. As a hero, you should be happy about that. Why do I gotta suffer the consequences when I did nothing wrong, though? Now, don't be getting upset, boy. You're looking awfully menacing. How can I not be pissed, though? Someone out there wasted Ghost's time, even though he worked his ass off to make that scarf for him. Yo, Go, who's the scumbag that canceled on you anyway, huh? I appreciate the thought, Zed, but you know violence ain't the answer. That won't make anyone happy. That person who canceled the order is probably just as sad as I am. Wait, is that Yuno? Is that Yuno? Like, did Yuno did that? I don't know. With his head drooped down, the scarf that Go had pristinely packaged in the shape of a Yamato scarf is still resting by his side. This was the present that was made possible not just by Go's hard work, but also by Karatovi's craftsmanship, as well as Zed's behind-the-scene help. Now the present has nowhere else to go but be left in the corner of the lab. You're too kind to a fault as always, Go. And I get the boys' reaction to all this too, all too well in fact. Gallium speaks as someone who used to operate in the shadows as an androgenizer himself. Once his enhancer stopped working for him, however, Team Andro immediately axed him, forcing him to make ends meet as a day laborer. Nowadays, he has no lingering attachments to Team Andro whatsoever. Even so, he does still painfully understand what it feels like to have a promise broken so one-sidedly and get discarded, just like what happened to the present Go made. Well, there's nothing we can do about the guy canceling the order. The real problem at hand is what to do with Scarf, duh. Huh, just like you can't blame enhancers for doing what they do. The scarf itself is not at fault here. I won't allow you to throw it away. That'd be inexcusable. Well, think of something. What to do with a hand-knit scarf? I mean, heck, I'd love to get something like that from someone I'd like too. From someone that you like, huh? It'd be a waste to just leave it without an owner, so maybe I could hand it over to me. Zed exclaims as he snatches the neatly packaged hand-knit scarf and tries to hightail it out of the lab. Hold up, Zed. Where do you think you're taking it? Could you at least let us see how it feels first, just once? The hell are you talking about, Itetsu? Ain't my touch good enough for you? I'm the real deal, man in the flesh. You get the touch, but that ain't enough to satisfy you, huh? Well, way more than enough, actually. Alright, well, sit your ass back down, and I'll promise I'll be back before the party really gets started. Yo, boy, don't tell me you intend to hand out that gift to... Shh, don't worry about it. Think of it as another day job for me. I'm unemployed anyway, so I might as well earn some dough. Huh? But I haven't given you an official request to go out and do that. A certain part of me is getting all warm and fuzzy inside, so I don't think I'll run into any problems. Zed confidently says as he taps himself on the left side of his cheek. Of chest, I mean. Leave it to the boy to be soft at heart. Well, do try to be careful out there, and don't stick around when I think you're going for too long either. Yeah, Gallium. Anyway, be sure to get everything set up with Go and Itetsu while you guys wait for me to get back. Yeah, he's gonna give it to Hagane. Wait, Zed! You do realize life is a gift in it of itself. Listen, boy, if you feel like your life's in danger, pull back and give it up. Zed waves his hand by everyone without even bothering to turn around as he briskly makes his leave, disappearing from Gallium's view no sooner than he had gone out to see him off. Said head off. That boy, all for Go. Well, I guess it's for the other one. As Gallium sees Zed off, he takes a glance at the starry night sky visible between all the high-rise buildings. As he does, powdery snow begins to fall, ultimately erasing sight of Zed's altogether.
Can't believe I had an erotic wrestling match on frickin' Christmas. Those guys don't know how to give me a break, do they? Well, it's not like I ever got breaks before, but still. Underground erotic wrestling has since developed into a full-fledged entertainment industry in Sepia. Every night in their enclosed underground ring, men with bodies boosted by enhancers gather to fight it out. The salacious battles that unfold on the ring drive the men in the crowds absolutely wild, causing their masculinity to boil over with heinously lewd acts one would be hard-pressed to witness in any other spectacle. With Zed retired, Hagane is now the star erotic wrestler of the day, throwing himself into obscene battles on the ring on a near-daily basis. Swept away by the sexual urges being forcibly amplified by his enhancer's effect, he brands his opponents with marks of shame that they shan't ever live down, guy after guy. Lord Agane, there you are. We're currently setting up all the filming equipment for tonight's match, so please hang tight for just a little longer. Yeah. Let me tell something I don't know already. At least I'm way more at ease on the ring than I am on my frickin' room. The spacious underground ring is completely void of spectators before the match begins, and with no one around, it's the quietest place he can be. If he is to have some alone time, this ring is the best place for that. I see. Alright, well, we'll call you as soon as everything is ready. Just hang in there. What's so special about this freaking Christmas special erotic wrestling match program they get going? Anyway, it's not like we're gonna be doing anything different than we all usually do. Well, it might seem the same for guys who are doing all the work, but to the guys at home watching, it'd be totally different. Zed! The fight could be more extreme than it usually is, you know. Sure, they're the ones expecting that without you guys even saying shit, but still. Why you always have to show up, time and time again, just to piss me off? Leave me alone. Oops, my bad for visiting you right before your match, but I'm on the job too, you know. A job? Really? Ever since I became out of a job once I quit Team Andro, I've been struggling just to keep myself fed these days. But this here completes a delivery job I got from a certain person. This compensation's gonna be good, just good enough for me to have a fine Christmas dinner too. A good meal on Christmas. You're delivering a present? To me? Is this some fan letter or anything of the sort? Just have one of my underlings handle it. Getting a delivery from you of all people is just giving me the creeps. I may be the one delivering it to you, but I'm not the one who requested the delivery. Besides, it's for more reassuring to the sender that I delivered directly to the recipient in question, which is you. I just love helping out guys who love me, you know. Even though Zed had left Team Andrew for some time, there's still many androgenizers captivated by his endearing charisma. This is so much the case that if he manages to sneak past the higher-ups and hit Pagane, there's a higher chance they would still let him slip past out as thought nothing happened. Damn, those need to stop slapping off the job and do their right. I swear, I'm the only one around here that constantly gets screwed by them. Well, you can hate me all you want, but wait till you let your anger out after what you see and what's inside the sword. There's a pretty fine-ass Christmas present in there waiting for you. It's so good, you might want to even cry like a... Yeah, I'm not gonna even say that word. My goodness, man! As if, over a gift, you're out of your mind. Oops, well, if you do, liar, liar, pants and fire to you. Anyway, Merry Christmas. I look forward to see your ass moaning like yes on the stage tonight. That'd make for quite a show. Don't ever show your face here again, you freaking gay ass. Yes, we're gonna stop that, okay? Thank you. Thank you, Kagane. We do not need that. The heck? What's up with this elaborate packaging? Those rich folks in Uptown sure know how to waste their money on presentation. Well, making fun of those rich Uptowns ought to be more fun than erotic wrestling, that's for sure.
Agane scoffs as he carefully rips open the beautiful sword-shaped wrapping paper and reaches for the vinyl-covered good inside.
Huh, what rich dude would use cheap-ass vinyl just to save a few Dracos? This hand-knit scarf was probably knitted by someone for a fat Draco. All the reasons why I can't find myself able to trust rich people. Still venting out his usual vulgar spiel, he continues to forcefully tear through the vinyl packaging. Huh? Wait a second. Oddly nostalgic, cold, damp air flows out from inside the vinyl packaging the moment he punctures it. In that air, he can smell oil used for tool maintenance, chemicals and dust you'd expect to get on any guy's work clothes, the smell you'd expect of piled up laundry, etc. The one place that comes to Hagane's mind from these smells is the one place he can never go back to. That dim, dirty, tiny apartment room where he lived peacefully with his little bro. There ain't no freaking way! With his arms beginning to tremble out of both excitement and stress, he carefully takes out the hand-knitted scarf waiting for him. As he presses it to his face, all those memories of that poor yet peaceful life he had back in that dingy apartment would go flood back into his mind. In ever more vivid detail. Burned in the back of mind, he can clearly see his beloved little bro smiling back at him, though now that same person is his enemy. He can just imagine hearing Go say, "I actually love knitting scarves for commission during Christmas time." Cause making stuff that'll make others happy make me just as happy. He used to always say stuff like that while he was knitting when we were watching TV together right about this time of year too. He even remembers the moment when Go had finally mastered the RN art style and came to him all smiles to show off his work. So this scarf was hand knitted by Go. 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 Why are you not next to me right now? Go. In the erotic wrestling arena with no one there but himself, Hagani's sobs echoed out even as he had his face buried in the scarf. Reverberating off the walls and the ceiling, they rained back down and assault his eardrums relentlessly. Daydreaming, heads in the sand. Daydreaming, gee, but it's grand. I'm in love with an ostrich. All the neighbors complaining, you see, but she loves me. Can't help it if you don't understand it. It's fun to be in love with an ostrich. And all, yeah, something. I completely forgot the lyrics. Anyway, that's all for the video. I have nothing else for the outro. Anyways, see y'all whenever. Bye-bye!